Planning to visit the famous Louvre Museum in Paris and wondering what to expect? Or maybe you're more worried about the logistics of the visit, like how to avoid the crowds or which entrance to take. The tips in this mini vlog will answer your questions and help you prepare. Let's go.
And your captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Feel free to move around the cabin.
Bonjour. Day 3, I believe, in Paris. I'm already out and about, got the day started. I had a very slow morning, like I was dragging my feet. And then as soon as I got up and got going, I started feeling queasy, like my stomach didn't feel great. So then I kind of sat back down and was scrolling on Instagram for a bit. Then I forgot I had like a pre-scheduled time at the Louvre. I didn't just buy like a general admission ticket. So I was like, all right, well, let me get going. But yeah, so I'm about a couple of blocks away. This is a cute little shopping district. So yeah, anyway, that's all we got going for today. And yeah. It is the Louvre. I just never entered from this way. How awesome. The Louvre Museum in Paris is the most visited museum in the world with over 9,000 years of history inside. I'm going to be giving you a few tips using footage from my recent visit as a voiceover. If you want to hear what's actually going on in this footage, go ahead and check out my full Paris vlog. But this will just focus on my visit to the Louvre Museum and some new things that I learned that made my visit a lot more smooth and will help you prepare for yours. The first thing you should know is the Louvre can be overwhelming compared to other museum visits. The Louvre sees approximately 10 million visitors per year. So first and foremost, you want to plan ahead. There will always be a line, and the lines are notoriously long. You want to be aware that you are not guaranteed entry unless you have booked a ticket ahead of time with a predetermined time slot. It is the Louvre. I just came in from a different way. I'd never been in from that way. But yeah, there's the iconic pyramid that I'm used to seeing. So the last time I was here, I stayed across, well, you guys can't see where I'm pointing, but I stayed across that way, the front. And so I came this way to take pictures, and I didn't actually ever go in. So I only like took pictures in front of like a little pyramid like people are doing. You can kind of see people taking photos all around. That's pretty much it. And I think I ate at this cafe or whatever side the cafe is on. And then I just left because I think the museum was closed that day. So now, oh, what time is it? I don't want to be late. Now I'm actually going to go in. So yeah, let's do that. All right, so now that I've recognized that I'm actually at the Louvre and I've discovered where the entrance is, this line, this crowd looks absolutely insane. So I don't know, because I only plan to be here a couple of hours. I literally only plan to be out of the hotel for a couple of hours. Here is a tip that I'm starting to see a lot more. So now that it is all over the internet, I don't know how effective it will be, but a great way to reduce your time in line is to avoid the main entrance. The famous Louvre pyramid is iconic, but comes with a very long line because not many people or tourists know that there are several other entrances. If you are with a smaller group, meaning 1 or 2 other people, the best entrance is going to be the underground entrance at Carrousel de Louvre's shopping mall. Here is what that process looks like. However, the main entrance is great for larger groups because it is very easy to know where to meet up. If you are entering through the main entrance, Be prepared for an airport-style security check. The security checkpoint at the Louvre is similar to the airport, so you want to prepare in the same way. Don't bring anything in that you absolutely don't need. No large bags, no sprays, or sharp objects. Thank the heavens I did not have to wait in that insanely long line. Yeah, they had a separate line for people with reservations. Hallelujah. It was worth every penny. Because at first I was a little annoyed that the TripAdvisor site was selling tickets for more than the actual Louvre site, but yeah, it was worth it. Louvre is open daily except on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Fridays, they have extended hours until 9 p.m. Cell phone service can be spotty inside the museum, but there is always free Wi-Fi. You want to set aside approximately 3 to 5 hours of time in your day to visit the Louvre. Decide if you want to tackle the museum on your own or with a local guide. There are advantages and disadvantages to both approaches. Here are a few things you should consider. If you choose not to use a guide, it will be cheaper and a lot more flexible, but it can be more time-consuming as the Louvre can be difficult to navigate on your first time around. However, if you have a guide, you can save time and breeze through the entrance. You also get a lot more information, but you are going to be constricted to the guide process with viewing the museum, and it will cost a little bit more. I strongly suggest you avoid peak times when trying to visit the Louvre. I know most people's vacation plans fall on holidays and weekends, so it's hard to avoid peak times all the time. But if you can plan your visit to the Louvre during a weekday, you will notice that it is a lot less crowded. However, the Louvre is still always busy, so be prepared to still see lines. One of the best days to visit is Thursday early morning. Be prepared to push in and be pushed. As I said, regardless of what day you visit, the Louvre will always be busy. There are tourists from all over the world who speak different languages and are used to different cultures. So just be prepared for bustling crowds. Research what you want to see ahead of time. The Louvre is massive. There are about 35,000 artworks displayed in more than 400 rooms of the museum. You would need several weeks to see everything properly, so do not expect to see everything in one day, let alone in a couple of hours. Do some research ahead of time, decide what you absolutely want to see, then use your map to plan out your visit. Here is a list of some of the most famous pieces of art at the Louvre. Venus de Milo, The Winged Victory of Samothrace, The Raft of Medusa, The Slaves by Michelangelo, The Great Sphinx of Tanis, The Coronation of Napoleon, The Wedding Feast of Cana, Liberty Leading the People, and of course, the Mona Lisa. For first-time visitors, head to the Den wing of the Louvre. Here you will find some of the most famous masterpieces such as the Mona Lisa and many others from this list. Let's get into some frequently asked questions about the Louvre. How much time do you need for the Louvre Museum? Most visitors spend about 2 to 4 hours at the Louvre. If you plan well or go with a local guide, you can quickly see the most famous pieces in about 2 hours. Can you get tickets to the Louvre on the spot? Only a limited number of tickets are available for purchase at the entrance, and I'm not sure how many they give out per day. If you want to be sure that you can get entry, you really should book your ticket ahead of time. Can you leave the Louvre and come back? Each ticket is only allowed one entrant. Once you leave the Louvre, you will not be able to enter with the same ticket. Are backpacks allowed at the Louvre Museum? Yes, small backpacks are allowed at the Louvre Museum. The size of the bags you can take inside are as follows. What are the must-see exhibits at the Louvre? Each list you see will have something different, but I would say the top 3 most famous artworks are the Mona Lisa, the Venus de Milo, and the Winged Victory of Samothrace. Is the Louvre Museum worth it? The Louvre Museum in Paris is one of the most famous museums in the world. So yes, of course, it's worth a visit. That being said, there is a lot to see and do in Paris. If it's your first time, or you are limited to 3 days or less, I suggest maybe just visiting the courtyard. Yes, the Louvre is crowded, and yes, some of the artworks are overhyped. But a visit to Paris wouldn't be complete without catching a glimpse of some of the most important paintings and sculptures in the world. So whatever you do, don't miss it. Are there any tips you would add to this list? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more about my most recent visit to Paris, Check out my full vlog on my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.